Hello, friends. How are you?
Hi, how you doing?
Good, and you?
I'm good. It's good to see you all, and congratulations on this. It feels like such a great, like modern day offspring of American Pie, Can't Hardly Wait, Super Bad, and Clueless. Um, so this seemed like so much fun to make. Did it seem like work? Was it work?
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah,
We had so much fun shooting it. I think.
Yeah, no, it was worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, for a second, I was sleeping in my trailer, and then they told me I had to leave.
Yeah, yeah,
That's how much fun I had.
yeah.
I was just told
exactly.
I was gonna have fun at the party.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. And then they just brought a cameraman and just started recording.
Yeah.
Just having shenanigans.
We didn't know.
I didn't even see it.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah, no.
Exactly.
We just found out it's
Yeah, I mean, borderline.
Illegal.
They didn't know. It's illegal. They
Yeah.
didn't know that this was
I'm
even gonna
talking
happen.
to lawyers.
I love it. I love it. Well, can each of you talk about just briefly what you love most about your character and being part of this big ensemble cast?
Yeah. I would say what I love most about my character is the character arc throughout the movie. Is Eddie finds his power, he finds his voice, and he realizes that he is strong. And most about the ensemble, I mean, everyone's funny in their own way. Although it is a comedy, like all of our situations that we go through in the film are real to us, and that's what really makes it hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I feel like what I love so much about Binge is, kind of like what Ramon said, everybody kind of learns a lesson. And this movie, at the end of the day, yeah, it's a fun comedy movie, but there's so many lessons from every character that you can take away from it. And I feel like Binge really learns, so he really tries to be somebody he's not and be this cool guy for the girl he likes. And by the end he sort of realizes that, he just needs to be himself. So yeah.
Right, right.
What I love most about Connor was just that, he starts out as this super feisty, super like he wants to be wild and he's pushing Eddie, he's pushing himself, to like go through extreme measures, just to feel like he's one of the cool kids, to feel like he's not wasting his high school experience. But at the end of the day, he realizes that just being himself and having fun and crushing some motherfucking meatloaf is sometimes sometimes exactly what he wants to do. And being a part of this awesome ensemble, it's just like I'm so fortunate where, like Ramon said, where everybody was super funny and super awesome, and the chemistry we built was just something I don't think I'll be able to replicate anytime soon. They're just awesome.
By the way, you just got fined 20 grand.
Guys. Who else were using the lines?
You good?
Sorry, go ahead.
All right. I mean, there's a lot of great things about Kush. There's a lot of great things about Kush, and kind of what like Ramon said, the character arc, the character development. Kush was really cocky. He was just not a good friend, but he was just trying to fit in. He was just trying to be with this. He was just trying to make friends with these incredible group of people. And I'd say at the very end, he learned the hard way, and he's trying to change.
Right, right. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much like your character are you? If all of you can maybe kind of go down the line.
Fight for each other.
Yeah, if we like
Yeah,
rate
I'd
each
say-
other,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
I
so I mean, I think I'm gonna start with you. I think like
You're
a zero.
nothing.
Yeah, like a zero. Like you're like
God.
nothing like
Yeah,
Kush.
right.
And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. bro. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. You're not like Kush at all.
Bardia's career flash.
Yeah, exactly. Boom, you guys canceled after this. Oh, man, exactly.
I would say, hey, bro, you're zero.
Zero.
You're not angry.
No, I'll give like a 3.
Yeah,
Three?
yeah.
Three.
I feel like that's
You think?
fair. I feel like
Yeah,
there's
'cause,
like
like,
a little bit of that.
Connor wants to have fun.
Exactly.
Yeah, that
And
is-
I definitely,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I definitely want to have fun.
You have fun.
Yeah, I do get
You
up to a
have
lot
fun.
of stuff. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Guys, he gets wild.
Yeah. I get wild, man.
Yeah.
I mean, for you, Ramon, I mean, I'd say you're kind of like maybe a 5 or a 6, because in there you're kind of being careful. You didn't want to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You in person, you're charismatic, you're energetic,
Yeah.
and I'd say, I mean, you're 50-50 in the
Yeah.
character.
I'd lower it
Zero.
down to I'd lower it down to like at
Zero.
least like a 3 or something. Like Eddie is not that cool. Like he's like kind of like nerdy,
Yeah.
kind of like, you know, but you cool, man. You showed up last night with those damn purple shades, bro.
Come on,
Like,
man.
bro, so you cool. So yeah, I'd drop that down to like more like a 3 or a 2, bro. Yeah. Yeah.
I like that. I like
And
that.
I mean, Mace, I think
Um,
all of us, I think, you know, I think at the time you were really like, you
Oh,
know,
yeah,
you
at the
were
time
really
I was.
like
At the
Benj.
time I was,
At the
yeah.
time he was like really like Benj.
Yeah.
I'd say like I give it like at least a 7.
Yeah.
Exactly.
7.
But now
That's
I think you've grown. You confident, bro. You cool now. So I don't know. I mean, maybe like a
Yeah,
4.
definitely no girl problems. This man.
Yeah, exactly. He's a beast.
Oh, God.
Get Netflix, strike this from the record.
Oh.
but there's definitely some stories there. So can each of you tell me what actor or film really inspired you to want to keep moving forward in acting?
That's a great question.
Wow, that's a really great
I
question.
feel like I take inspiration from a lot of actors. I feel like the reason why I really wanted to become an actor like superhero movies, but I watched this film called Perks of Being a Wallflower, and Logan Lerman, who played the lead actor, he was phenomenal. And you know, just watching his performance, I think he was like 20 or something, really young, and to give that type of performance and that the weight he was carrying, it was insane to me. So that fascinated me, and it makes me want to become a better actor. So yeah, that's great. Yeah.
For me, when they had it on Netflix, Training Day, I watched it not too long ago, and I saw Denzel, and I was just like, the dynamics he brought to the character was just something I've never seen on the screen. And like, I normally do not like to watch movies twice, and I would watch that movie over and over again. And it really just inspired me to keep going, because in that time I was in a moment of like, do I even want to still continue acting? And then of course, when I see Kevin Hart, like people tell me that like I remind them of Kevin Hart. But then when I look at his work, I'm like, I think I can do that. So yeah, he inspires me as well.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Hey, I mean, I'd go with. I mean, you guys are all going to movies. I'm going with a TV show.
Yeah.
Bill Hader.
Mhm.
I mean, he's great. He's
Yeah.
a writer. He's a director, and in this TV show Barry, I mean, exactly what you said. I wouldn't watch a TV show more than once because it's just so long. But Barry,
He is
I'm
right.
on my 3rd watch on Barry, and I
What?
can't
Wow.
I can't get enough of that show. I mean,
Wow.
the way he can act and direct at the same time is just so crazy and spectacular to me.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
Yeah, for me, recently actually, I watched Fight Club.
Yeah, you told me
That's
this,
one
yeah,
of like I just automatically went on my like at least top 5. It was amazing, and one actor that I've always kind of looked up to, but when I watched that, I was like, damn, like that's the kind of actor I want to be. That's, you know, the kind of dedication, the kind of natural just swag that he has and the naturalness he brings to every single role he does. Brad Pitt. I was just like, I was looking at that movie and it just reignited an already, you know, going spark that I'm like, this is why I love acting. This is what acting is, and that's what I want to be.
Beautiful. I love that. Well, I think we have time for one more question, but I do want to ask Ramon. I know that you're an advocate, I understand, for sickle cell anemia. And I'm wondering if you can just walk us through why that's important for you, even though I think we know, but and what you're doing moving forward to that end.
Well, I mean, why it's important to me is because I live with it every day, you know. And it's really because it is like a blood disease and a hereditary disease. Like you don't look sick. But there were days when I even showed up to set and I didn't feel my best and I still had to deliver because that I signed the contract to deliver, you know? So I think it's very important to talk about it and to be very gung-ho, if you will, about it, because it's not, a lot of light isn't shined on it. So how I plan to, you know, effect change into the sickle cell community and just, you know, shine a light on it in the future is I host a lot of events. I do a lot of things on Instagram and I partner with St. Jude's and American Red Cross, and I share the importance of giving blood, and I just love to share information because I feel like that's where we fall short a lot of times is we just don't have the access to the correct information. So if I can be an outlet to do that, I feel I'm doing my job well.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I love that. You're a change agent. And you
Yeah.
guys are all great in the film. Congratulations. I think audiences are really going to love it.
So much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks for your time today.
All right, thank you so
Thank
much,
you guys.
Take care.
Thank you.
Take care.